You all know I love planners. You all know I love the Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner. And last year, we even tried their Student Academic Planner. They have yet another planner, and I am going to use it this year as my homeschool planner. It is the Passionate Penny Pincher Work Planner, and I'm going to show it to you and how I'm going to adapt it as homeschool mom. All right, so first of all, it always gets sent in this cute box that I like to reuse for like Christmas gifts or birthday gifts. Way cuter than just like an old Amazon box, right? So this is a little bit different than the home planner in that the coil is different here, but it's hard cover, which is really nice with these protective corners. And it is much less pages even than the home planner. This is kind of a pretty like linen cover even. It's not even plastic. It's nice. It's classy. So it comes with, just like all their planners come with, this cute bookmark to mark your week. One thing I love about the Passionate Penny Pincher as a company for their planners, and that is that they are Christian. So you can see here on the page from the founder, Lori, she has a little note here with some scripture, and there's also scripture sprinkled throughout the planner. And inside, they're always going to tell you how to use the planner. So in the beginning, whether you use this for a school planner or a work planner, I mean, as homeschool moms, our homeschool is our work. That's why I thought this could work well for me. One thing I want to note right away is it's not very colorful. It pretty much just has this little turquoise blue everywhere, but that's okay with me because I actually like to use colored pens. I am more of a functional planner, but I do love the colored pens. So when the inside is more minimal in terms of color, I like that more because then my pen color doesn't clash, if you know what I mean. Okay, so in the beginning, we've got be thoughtful, intentions, and dreams. What does that mean? So when looking forward to the coming year, what would you love for your work to look like each day? So maybe dream about what you want your homeschool to look like. What kinds of characteristics would you like your time to be? What's your favorite thing you love doing every day? What did you not enjoy last year? Dream big, financially, emotionally, physically, spiritually. So this is all the things. I'm looking at this really as a planner for me as homeschool mom, not necessarily a planner that my kids are going to use. So I could put some other things apart from my homeschool goals in here. Your mission, I mean, you should have a mission statement as a homeschooler, right? Your values, your vision, again, here, looking forward to the year ahead, what you would like to do in the next 5 years, what you hope to do, and a little bit here about your purpose. So up front, we're just going to go through all of these planning, goal planning, looking ahead for the year. This is going to be obviously very different from the home planner. All of these pages are different. To do or not to do. This year I want to. This year I no longer want to. Something I changed that is really benefiting me. Routines that are helping me. Habits I need to let go of. I'm excited about. One thing I learned last year that I don't want to forget. Now you may think this is silly, like why do we need to do this? But I have to say, they're like New Year's Eve. Have you ever written down your New Year's resolutions and then at the end of that year went back to those resolutions to see how you actually did? I did that one year and I actually was surprised that I actually did focus on most of that stuff that year. So if you have some goals and things here to record, then maybe at the end of the school year or halfway through, you can look and see how you're doing and where you may need to adjust. What inspires me? Books, podcasts, music, people, activities, and spaces. Looking ahead, what things did you just love over the last year? Did you have a certain schedule or a friend that encouraged you? What distracted you from your days throughout the year? What kept you from reaching your full potential? What obstacles did you face in the last year? When looking at what you enjoyed in the last year as well as the current challenges you're facing, what can you do going forward to create a year you will love? The perfect day. Who doesn't want a perfect homeschool day? What things would you love to do most days? What would you like to make time for at least once a week? Which hours would you like to be completely free from work each day? What environment allows you to be more productive and fulfilled each day? This is a big one, honestly. Has anybody else noticed that sometimes when you're at home, it's harder to get homeschool work done, but if you go somewhere else, the kids seem to get it done faster? I found that whenever I take my kids to a coffee shop, they get their work done faster. Okay, can you totally unplug for a few hours each day? My goal to unplug, how many hours a day, from what hour to what hour, and the hope of unplugging will be that I do this. Professional goals or homeschool goals. What's your goal? Start, do, actual, motivation, reward, steps to achieve your goal, due date, actual date, skills and resources needed, and notes. So there's a few of these pages in here. Let's see, personal goals. So professional goals, personal goals, all the same things. So you could use one of these for each of your kids, I guess if you have up to 4 kids, or you could use them for your homeschool in general. And then as mom, some goals here. I will say this too. When you order any Passionate Penny Pincher planner, they will always send you a digital copy of the planner also. So you could make these pages, you could print these out separate and put them in a binder. That way you could have more pages if you like these goal pages and you want to use them for each of your children and you have more than these pages allow. You could totally print those out because you're going to get the digital planner as well. Workspace checklist. So when you're cleaning out your homeschool space, here's some general tasks here, some other tasks that you could write down with the check boxes because we like checking off boxes. Then we've got our routine tasks. Now let's look at this. Client relations. How could we reuse this page for homeschool? Taxes and expenses. I mean, my state actually does allow us to write off homeschool expenses. I think there's only 2 other states that allow that. So if you live in one of those states, these could be your check boxes to make sure you're staying up to date, keeping current on all of your expenses and things that you can write off. But since these are check boxes here, you could totally, if none of this matters for your homeschool, you could glue a blank piece of paper over here and use this as something completely different that already has the check boxes here in the lines for some extra tasks. Your expense tracker, I could totally be using this since I can write off stuff. If you are a mom who works, I also have YouTube, right? So I have to keep track of separate expenses for my YouTube channel for my taxes purposes. So there's only 2 expense tracker. This isn't a whole lot. Again, you could print more from the digital planner, or what I might do is just put my expenses here that maybe I paid in cash, right? That aren't going to show up on my credit card bill because at the end of our tax season, I always go back to the credit card statements and that usually triggers if I forgot to write something down or my Amazon bought list, right? Monthly checklist. This is again something that you're going to do routinely every single month. Maybe you want to plan a field trip. Maybe you want to make sure you get play dates planned with certain friends. Maybe you've got certain goals that you want to check in on monthly. So maybe you don't have all the room to do all of your goal planning here. Like these are big drawn out goals that may take all year. Maybe you have smaller goals that you put in here. Then you've got blank pages. Now this is the type of thing that I would totally use for planning my school year because I always just have big massive lists. Like something will pop into my head and I'll want to do it or I don't want to forget it. There's 4 pages here at the beginning of the year. So you could categorize each one. Like maybe this page is for getting the room ready. Maybe this page is for all the supplies that you need to buy. Because when you get new curriculum, you have to look through the curriculum. What else do you need to buy for your math curriculum? What else do you need to buy for your science curriculum? You could have supplies here. You could have all of your sign-up deadlines for your sports and your hobbies and your clubs and your co-ops, things that you need to get set up here and so on and so forth. There's always a lot of stuff to do, right? And then printing your stuff, getting your binders ready. Like what do you actually need to prep for your school year? That could be the 4th page. So as you can see, this work planner starts in July, which is why I am showing you this right now. They just launched it. It starts in July and goes through June of 2025. Basic monthly layout, pretty standard, except Christian Company. There's that scripture sprinkled in there, right there. And then here's how every single week is going to be laid out and how it is going to look. So on the first page at the top, you have priorities and encouragement. Priority 1, 2, and 3. So the 3 main things maybe you absolutely have to accomplish this week. One thing I'm looking forward to, someone I can encourage, something I'd like to read or listen to. So these are just like little personal goals. And then every single day you have options here. This is why I think this could work really well for me. Last year I didn't show you guys, but I actually tried to create my own planner again with how my brain works. And this kind of list method making was how I tried it. But I do just have also so many appointments some days or so many things that interrupt my day that it really would be nice to put a time slot in here and kind of box in like let's say, for example, that my kid has a dentist appointment at 1 o'clock. Then I can write in here 1 o'clock. So then in my box here, I might box this off and then make a list of all the things I would like to accomplish before we go to the dentist. Scheduling my homeschool out by the hour is not really important to me. It is important to have appointments in here. So as you can see here, there are 2 lines within each hour, and then there's these little check boxes here. I am just going to use this like a list. Here is what I need to accomplish. If I need to have one-on-one time with one of my kids and I need to schedule it because maybe my son has to work in the afternoon or he's going to his class in the afternoon. And so I have to make sure that I schedule him in the morning. That is where I'm going to put that. But I love that the hours are here. So when I do have something that is definitely going to interrupt my day, I can put it in the specific hour it's going to interrupt. And then on the second page, this is also what I love. You have 6 spots here for basic tasks that you want to do on a daily basis that maybe you don't necessarily need to list here. For example, our morning Bible study. It is going to happen no matter what every single day. So I really don't need to schedule it here in my list. Another thing that I'm going to, maybe I'll put here every day is, did I check their chores, right? That's something I would do every day. Did I check their homework from the day before? That's something I would do every single day that I don't necessarily need to put here in this list. So I love that there's 6 boxes here, and it's got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, little box here to check off. And then Saturday and Sunday aren't going to have anything really for homeschooling. So I will again be utilizing this as lists. I know one of the things that I always list on this week is as the week goes on, there's always something that you need to prep for next week, right? Maybe you run across a lesson and maybe a test is coming up. So you need to write in here, I need to print the test. But if I need to print something, if I need to buy something, if I need to call somebody, if I need to schedule something, these are all the tasks that my prep tasks for the next week that I would probably put here. So every week is like this. And then at the end of the month, you have a monthly review. How did it go? What was your biggest win this month? What do you wish you did differently the last few weeks? What did you do that was fun personally or professionally this month? What change did you make that you want to continue? What did you manage well over the last few weeks? What's your biggest goal for this upcoming month? What are you looking forward to in the next few weeks? I think this is going to be really good because there have been many times, and then you've got a list here. So if you need to adjust your plan, there have been many years, as you guys know, where I have attempted to plan out the whole year, and it's still very helpful for me to think through the whole year and how it's going to go, because it's like it solidifies it in my brain. Even if I don't follow it to a T, once I've thought through it to the extent that I do, I tend to not forget it, but I always have to adjust. This is a great template here to be able to adjust. I love these lists every month because like maybe I know there's a sale coming up on curriculum, like for example, IEW. I want to make sure when I order IEW, I have a spot that says, here's all the IEW things that I'm going to order, and I'm going to do it on this month. Maybe like, for example, let's see, I have a daughter whose birthday is in October. Maybe I use this one to plan her birthday. So every month is going to have something that maybe you're going to need to plan. I love lists, and I love the check boxes. Let's look at the end of the planner. The planner just ends with June, your monthly review, and 1 extra page here. So maybe this last page will be for next year, right? And I already have dates for the next school year that I don't want to forget. I might write those here. Anything that's going to go in my next year's planner, that's what I'm going to use this page for. This planner also comes with 2 sheets of stickers. So if you do love these stickers, I can handle 2 sheets of stickers. So I might use these. Training, since I'm doing classical conversations this year, I am going to be going through some training. So I probably will be using these stickers. Conference, vacation, arrows, overtime. Oh, if only we got paid for overtime, right, Mom? Taxes. See, these will be pretty useful for me. I just have to remember that they're back here. And then you've got some more habit tracker stickers here. So if you have more than 6 habits, you could put these on one of your lists, maybe your Sunday. Ooh, I just thought of that. So maybe when I said I'm going to use like Saturday or Sunday for my prep for next week, maybe if I actually have more daily habits than 6, you can utilize this and use, see, they don't really give you a whole lot of stickers to use this all the time, but you could use these until you run out, and then you could just draw your little circles here, but you could copy those right here. So I think this is going to be great. for homeschool planning this year. I have 3 kids doing a lot of different things this year. My son's got a job, he's got his classes, like he's taking a class somewhere else where I'm gonna have to help him keep track of deadlines for someone else. We might have college visits, co-op, we got a lot of dates to track. We got a lot of appointments to track. I think this planner is gonna work out well. Also, if you wanted to use this as a teacher planner, the Passionate Penny Pincher also sells now a little sticker book specific for teachers. And their intent was to show you that you could use this as a teacher planner. So whether you're a homeschool mom or whether you are a school teacher, this is meant to be versatile for teachers also. You can check that out on their website. Their home planner will be coming out soon. I think they usually have deals in September. If you're interested in the Student Academic Planner, check out this video where I talk about that, and this video to check out the Home Planner. Till next time, bye.